What? Yeah.
What's going on YouTube? Welcome to the B30 channel. My name is Dame. Today we're going to react to another video. This one is another Kevin Samuels video. This 24-year-old was so triggered she forgot she was engaged. And you know what's funny? Like, he's the one that this is his channel. Like, he's the one that's making these comments, these titles, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Like, they're so they're not clickbaity, but they are. Like, you know, this man is smart. Well, besides that, if you guys like what you see, like and subscribe, and if not, like and subscribe. So let's get right into the video.
What you got for me?
So I'm speaking on my mother. My mother was a single mom.
Okay, your mother was a single mom.
Yes.
How old is your mother?
My mother now, she's older. She's 50.
She's
she
50?
remarried.
How old are you?
I'm sorry? I'm 24.
Okay.
She remarried actually because her first husband had passed.
Okay, but hold on. I need you to understand something.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say? Is your mama a baby mama?
No, I'm not finished.
No, I'm asking. Is your mama a baby mama?
No, initially she's a widow.
Right. So by definition, it's not the same.
No.
I know what he's about to explain. I had to explain this to another shorty, and I'm like, just because you choose to be a single mom doesn't make you the same as a woman that is forced to be a single mom, because she had divorced her husband, and she divorced her husband. So I'm like, I get it, but you put yourself in that position. Sorry, you can't find another man than the man that you were with. You're still a single mom, but you know, it's not like a baby mom's trying to find a new dude. Like, you had a dude, and I'm not going to put her business out there all the way, because I kind of am. But the reason she left dude, she should have just stayed. It was completely selfish, and she said it was selfish. She should have just stayed. So some just don't get it.
But I'm not done.
Go ahead.
So, the next guy that she was with, after him, things did not work out. She did have a kid with that person, and that's where all the other kids came in. And she was able to find someone else, even though she already had.
And your point is ultimately what?
My point is ultimately you can find someone else to be with you, even if you are.
Right. Now, why don't you go out and have a bunch of kids and see how that worked for you?
I don't think that's gonna work for me.
Okay, well, so if you had daughters, you go out and recommend
his background though. I might move my studio.
No, that's not the point.
Oh yes, it is. Oh yes, it is. Oh yes, it is. See, when ladies like you like to come in and say, yeah, but see, I know one person that it happened to work out for, and see, the exception doesn't disprove the rule; it proves the rule. First of all, your mother was married. She wasn't a baby mama to begin with. But then she turned around and chose to become a baby mama and then got married again.
That's the way life worked out for her, yes.
So why don't you go? So what she's trying to tell you, ladies, is go out and have children. And it'll work out for you magically like her mom. Is that what you're telling them?
No.
Then what is it?
That won't work, trust me.
I think the only reason, to be 100% honest with you, why it worked out for my mom is because my mom was she was really beautiful.
So again, is every woman really beautiful?
But then you said if you want to.
No, ma'am, is every woman really beautiful?
They
First
not.
Of all, I'm going back and forth with you, but here's the net of it. Do you know any women who have children who got married these days? Because see, your mother's 50. I'm from the same generation. You're 24?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You got any friends that have got kids?
I have one friend right now that got married over Zoom, and she had a baby prior.
And she got married over.
Well, it's in the
You didn't want to hear
COVID
that.
pandemic moment.
All right. So again, ladies, I'm going to tell you, if you want to listen to this, go right ahead. Set your sights and play the odds. But if you were out here giving women advice, what would you tell them? Bank on a COVID pandemic marriage?
No, absolutely not. She was with him for a moment before they
What would
actually
you
got
tell
married.
women to do?
I would tell them, don't make the same mistake twice.
What do you mean don't make the same mistake twice? Would you tell them to get married before they had a baby?
That's not, of course.
Okay, then so again, if you would
But
tell
if you
them to get married before you had a baby, the whole thing about your mother, you just negated that.
No, I think that's a different generation. So my mother was fortunate.
No,
But what
I'm
I am
51
saying
years old. It's not a different generation. The odds were bad back then too. See, you got all kind of things going on because your mother was an attractive woman. She had more bites at the apple. So, having a child outside of a marriage is dumb. Just because your mom lucked up does not make it the thing to do. Just because you can have a friend who can get married over Zoom does not make it the thing to do. Why do you black women like to argue for the hard path?
I'm not arguing for the hard path.
Well, making the point for it is arguing for it. You're speaking. No. Understand something.
I hear what he's saying though. You know, you can't do nothing about people dying. But you were in a relationship right after that, and you chose to have a child. Now, I know this is the one thing I love to say that no one can answer. And it has a simple answer. It's a yes or no. Like, I read like this stuff about how some women are trying to make it the government's responsibility for not making enough money. This is not the wage gap situation. It's a whole other situation. And this wasn't even in the US. This was in a different country during the pandemic, that these women aren't making enough money and they're having kids and they're not having enough money to take care of themselves while they were pregnant. Now, say it like this. We're in a pandemic and you can't afford to take care of yourself to have a child in a pandemic. Having a child already isn't an issue. Stuff happens. But if you can't afford to take care of yourself, and you know you can't afford to take care of yourself, especially to get pregnant, and you get pregnant regardless, that is not the government's responsibility or anyone else's responsibilities besides the people, the man that got you pregnant, and yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, a lot of women was agreeing with that woman, and I asked her one question, and they attacked me on Twitter, and my post actually got deleted, and because I wasn't allowed to say what I said. I said, just don't have sex. And the reason I said just don't have sex is because I originally asked her, I was like, then don't get pregnant. And then she was like, well, what happens if you don't know? Then just don't have sex. The consequences of sex, especially out of wedlock, is having a child out of wedlock. That's what illegitimate. Everyone understands that. I was taught that as a teenager. I was still going out there doing what I was doing. If I would have became a teen dad, I didn't, but if I would have been, that would have been my responsibility. I almost did, actually, like twice. As a teenager, it happened a whole lot more in my 20s, but you know the consequences of having sex. So why would you know what I'm saying? Don't have sex and get pregnant and feel like the responsibility is on someone else. Now, this has nothing to do with that, but that's also something similar. It just popped in my head, so I felt like I had to say it. I don't just get it. You can just not have sex and wait till marriage. Because having a child outside of wedlock is stupid. I think the same thing. I feel like, especially if you can't afford to take care of your children, you shouldn't be having children. You shouldn't. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. There's a difference. But people don't care. People don't listen.
In debate, when you are for something, that's arguing for it. I'm saying don't do it. And you come in and say, well, no, I'm going to go the opposite. So you're an affirmation of this.
No,
Yes,
no,
that's what you did.
no. That's called, what you're saying doesn't have any nuance, and I'm
I
adding
don't,
nuance.
I'm
I'm pretty
the
sure this is
nuance. See,
there's a
the
longer
wonderful
interview they
thing
just
about
cut
life
off.
is
He just
you
clipped
ladies
this
like to
part.
play all this nuance. When it comes to men, it's
I
very
think
black
she
and
also
white.
gives
Your
women
mother
advice
was
as well.
in the extreme
I
minority.
think that's
Would
her.
you suggest that women go out and do what your mother did?
No,
Then that's all you need to be speaking about. Going out and telling women, well, I wouldn't suggest that you did it, but it can happen. Is that the wise course? You know what? You know what? You may not OD on heroin or die, but it does happen. But go ahead and take your chances.
That's an off
that's
example, but he's
Yeah,
not
it really
lying.
kind of is. So at 24 years old, why aren't you married yet?
I have a boyfriend.
Why aren't you married yet? Did you go to college?
Yes.
Okay, what college did you go to?
Do I have to say my school out loud?
I don't care. Did you graduate?
Yes.
Okay. By 20, did you notice it? Did you have any college friends that you went to school with? White friends, non-black friends that are getting married? Because when I was good, most women are getting married right out of college, between 22 and 25.
A lot of I don't want to be like, I don't want to sound racist or anti-Semitic or anything like that, but a lot of my Jewish friends were married during college. And
Exactly. And so when I ask you, why aren't you married? You look like I asked you something difficult. Why aren't you married yet?
No, I don't think it's difficult.
Don't want to get married this young?
I don't. That's the reason why I'm not.
I love my boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
I'm happy being in a relationship.
Right. You better say that shit because you're gonna see the video. But why aren't you married yet?
He wants to get married.
Okay. So he's broke.
No, he's not broke.
So what's wrong with him?
Nothing's wrong with him.
So let me get this right. He's not broke and he wants to marry you, but you don't want to get married. What's wrong with you?
I never said I don't want to get married.
Well, I asked you, why aren't you married?
We're just not married yet.
How long you been together?
We've been together, we're going on 2 years.
Why aren't you married? I'll take the 6 months. So let me get this right. He wants to get married.
Yes.
He's told you he wants to marry you.
Yes.
And you told him to go buy a ring?
Yes.
And he has it.
Oh, I have a ring, yeah.
He's dropped on one knee and proposed to you.
I know
And
the
you say
title,
what?
but I'm just listening to her and reacting.
Of course I said yes.
You-
But we
hold
just
on.
You said your boyfriend, that's your fiance. It's a difference.
Of course you said yes. That would make a fiance, not a boyfriend.
I mean,
No.
No,
I was
not
very
what
clear.
You're getting married.
Dropped on one knee, ring, proposed. You said yes. That makes a
You can't
fiance,
say I'm
not a
not
boyfriend.
married.
yes.
So why are you
But
calling
you're
your
getting
fiance
married.
your
Why don't you
boyfriend?
just say I'm in the process
Because
of
it's
getting
very
married?
new.
That's bullshit. Most women who
That's
are
not bullshit.
that's not no,
That's
no
not
that is bullshit.
It's
That
like
is
when you have
bull.
a
That is
I don't know what he
bullshit. Are you
said,
calling
I'm
your
sorry.
opposed? You said yes. That makes a fiance, not a boyfriend.
Yes.
So why are you calling your fiance your boyfriend?
Because it's very new.
That's bullshit. Most
is.
women who
That's
are
not bullshit.
that's not no,
That's not
no
bullshit.
that is
It's
bullshit.
like
That
when
is
you have a
bull. That is
birthday
bull.
and you
That
feel
is
good about your old
bullshit.
age.
When women get
No, it's not.
engaged to a man they like and they got a ring, they can't wait. They brushing their hair all the time and look. Either show me your ring. Give me a hand. Show me the hand. Put your left hand up.
Wait, hold
No. Show me.
on.
No, just give me your left hand.
It's in my dresser.
You ain't
It's
engaged.
right here.
No, see, guys, ladies, pay attention. This woman came
He's
on giving you
hilarious for
advice.
this, by the way.
She
He
has a
just straight up
boyfriend
said you're
who
not
she says is a
engaged.
fiance that she don't even claim. The ring ain't
That's
even on
not
her
true.
finger.
I'm gonna
Ain't
say.
even on her finger. Yeah. Yep. See, here's what's called. She's what I consider to be pretty rich. She's what I consider to be pretty rich. Let me tell you what's wrong with pretty rich women like this. Pretty rich women are some of the worst women to deal with. Why? If this was a man that she wanted to marry, first thing, she would have married him long time ago. She damn sure wouldn't be calling a fiance a boyfriend.
It's a fact.
This is why I tell you, BBD, don't trust the big butt and the smile. You better not be trusting this pretty face just because she says something. See, women like that tend to think men like myself get enamored with their looks. I'm not impressed. I see pretty women all the time. I don't let you just say some shit because you're pretty. So what? I get down to the meat of it. I question her just like I question everybody else, and you see the same BS. Another black woman who's apparently stringing some guy along because if he bought her a ring and it ain't on her finger, I asked her if she'd married. I wish I could rewind it. Are you married? Oh,
You can
this chick ain't
rewind
got
it
no
yourself, but I've
plans
seen
on
it
marrying
too.
this
I
dude.
know what he's talking about. What happened?
She wait until a better dude come by. Homeboy, if you're watching, rewatch this tape with your therapist and act accordingly. And if her mama was out there making moves like that, you better the apple don't fall far. And me confused. It's not true?
That's not true.
Okay, then okay. Back on the camera, please. Go ahead and come up. I want to see this ring.
I have it here.
I want to see the ring. I want to see the ring. I want to see the ring. All right. Let me put it back on. Okay. Put the ring back on. I don't need to see. Yeah. We ain't trying to look at your boobs. We trying to see the ring.
No, I just told you my dresser, sir.
Okay. Now where's the man?
He stepped out. He went to get me some food.
Right. You guys live together?
Yes.
And how long you been engaged?
It just happened.
How long you been engaged?
Literally like a week ago.
Okay. Where did he propose?
Right here at home.
I said, did he drop to a knee in public and propose? You said yes.
I didn't hear
I
it
don't
in
know
public.
if he
I just
said
heard
public.
on a
I think I missed that too.
Because we can't go anywhere. Nothing's
That's
open
funny.
right now.
Y'all been
You
together 2
stupid,
years.
man.
You start planning the wedding?
Going on 2 years. I have to start planning it, but like I'm a little worried because calling up places and nothing's open and they don't know when they're gonna open and
Who's paying for the wedding?
our parents. And us.
Your mama's paying for it?
No. His parents are putting something in and my parents also putting something in and he's also
Oh, you mean your parents? You mean your mama? Because you haven't spoke
Yeah.
about your daddy.
My daddy passed away.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. So his family's paying for it.
Mhm.
Is he just, how old is he?
He's 26.
26? Have y'all gone to counseling?
Why?
Premarital because premarital counseling is usually recommended before you
very
get
common.
married.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. We don't have any issues. So.
No. Premarital counseling is
Not what premarital counseling is. It's someone that is. I shouldn't have to explain it.
a wise thing to do,
I'm not married,
especially for a woman who's not
nor have I ever been
claiming her
engaged.
fiance as her boyfriend.
So, if I am
just
technically
a voice
not
of
qualified to
speech.
explain it, and if
Ah,
I know what that is,
okay.
and she doesn't,
Congratulations.
that's annoying.
Thank you, sir.
Are you gonna have any kids?
Of course, I would love to with him.
I don't say. You say, of course. I don't know.
He's a great man, and I think he'd be a wonderful father.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: if he's great, put the ring on, wear it, and start calling him fiance, not boyfriend. That's insulting.
Of course.
That's.
Of
I'm
course.
I'm being serious, but I'm being serious. It's not calling me your fiance is insulting to him because as people in the public, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He is right though. It's like the way I was taught and learned basically how the boyfriend girlfriend area of a relationship is supposed to be meant for figuring out if this is the person you want to be with for the rest of your life. Once you become engaged, the engagement period is planning out the wedding. That is literally what the engagement period is for. That's why some people get married. They'll go to the courthouse, get married, and then still have their engagement time, right? And plan out the wedding. The wedding is nothing but a ceremony. You know what I'm saying? Once those papers signed, you're married, but the wedding is the ceremony for the marriage. So the engagement time, you're technically not single. You're single until you're either engaged or married. You know what I'm saying? So he is right. You're calling me a boyfriend. that means you aren't sure.
Yo, this is J. Cole. What up?
Not me, but you're not sure of him being the man you want to be with for the rest of your life. You don't want to be with a dude for the rest of your life, don't string him on, just say no. So, if you like the video, like and subscribe, and if not, like and subscribe. So, you guys have a good one.